Good morning, viewers. My name is Mr. Owen, and I'm going to take you through Mathematics N3 under the topic Graphs. In particular, we are going to look at straight line graphs and circles. Right, so the objectives that I want us to meet by the end of the lesson is to be able to construct a table of values for any given function. Then number two, we should be able to draw a straight line graph as well as a circle. Right. So now let's start by looking at a straight line. Straight line graph. Right. As you do remember very well from our previous module of geometry of coordinates, we were looking at straight lines but not the graph itself. So now when you are looking at a straight line graph, it is the same as the straight line that we were discussing in the previous module, y equal to mx plus c, and the m is still our gradient, c is still our y-intercept. Right, now I want us to consider a straight line equation y equal to 2x plus a 2. Right, we want to draw the graph of y equal to 2x plus 2. So it means we need to come up with a table of values. Now, you come and put your x-axis, your y-axis on that table. Then you choose values probably when x is 0 and also when y is 0. That's the easiest way to draw a straight line graph. So obviously, when x is 0, we go to our equation and say y is equal to 2 times 0 plus a 2, we get 2. So our y is going to be 2 when x is 0. Now we want to see what x will be when y is 0, Right. So it means we are going to say 0 is equal to 2x plus 2. In other words, we are saying 2x is equal to minus 2. If you divide by 2, divide by 2, x is equal to minus 1. So it means when y is 0, x is going to be minus 1. Now, having that information, we can now draw our axis nicely with a ruler. Then our x-axis, we label them. We need to label these axes so that we know. Right, now, after that, you just check, cross-check roughly. The values of x is minus 1 up to 0. So which means we have got minus 1, then 0 is at the intersection. Then you can now have the values of y, it's from 0 up to 2. So it means you can have 1, then you can have a 2 there. Right, if you want to put the negative y values, you can, but it's not necessary. Now to plot the graph, we come and say if x is 0, it is at this point. Y is 2, it is at that point. So if we move, we will meet at that point, we mark the point. Right, then we come, when x is minus 1, y is 0, so x is minus 1 along the horizontal axis, this is the point, then our y will be 0 at that point. Where they join is this point, we mark it again. Then you put a ruler which connects those 2 points to make sure that you produce a straight line. That graph you label it y is equal to 2x plus 2. What we've just done is drawing a straight line graph called y equal to 2x plus 2. Right, so that's how we draw straight line graphs. Now let's look at circular or circle graphs. Right, how do we draw a circle? Again, referring to our previous module of coordinates. coordinate geometry, we'll remember that every circle has an equation x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared, whereby this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, then r is our radius. So r is equal to radius of that circle. So the moment you know the radius of the circle, and this circle is at origin, and we know always the coordinates of origin are 0, 0. It then means we can draw this circle using the radius with a compass point. Now, as an example, let's look at a circle which says draw a circle defined by function 2x squared plus 2y squared is equal to 32. So that is the example that I want us to look at. So I want to draw a circle that is exemplified by the function 2x squared plus 2y squared is equal to 32. Right. As you can see, this equation is not resembling the exact form of a circle center origin. So which means we want to make sure that this equation goes back and meets this requirement before we draw the circle. So here there is no need for the table, but it's rather calculation. So we are going to divide by 2 throughout, so that we will get x squared plus y squared is equal to 16. This means x squared plus y squared is equal to 16. We can write it as 4 squared. Why am I writing it as 4 squared? So that you see r is equal to a 4. The moment you have that, you can now come and draw your x-axis and your y-axis. Right. Because this is a circle that you've got a center at origin, it means its center is there. But the radius is going to be 4, so you have to mark here there is a 4, another 4, then another 4, then another 4. Right. To make sure that you've got the radius. Right. I would prefer that if you've got a compass point, you open it 4 centimeters on a ruler, then you come with your compass tip at the center of that circle, then your pencil will touch that 4, that 4, that 4, that 4, until it comes back. That circle there is your 2x squared plus 2y squared is equal to 32. So that's how we draw a circle